Good morning. Welcome to the Premium Public Video Forecast discussion for Friday, May 10th, 2024. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. We start off first with the sea surface temperatures as we are keeping an eye on the evolution of our La Nina. Now, currently, right now, we do not have strong La Nina influences. We're kind of in a mixed bag of influences right now because you have lingering impacts from the El Nino that's fading away. You have influences from the negative PDO. That's this signal right here of below normal sea surface temperatures around the west coast of North America. You have your La Nina again starting to develop here. Your sea surface temperatures are starting to cool towards near normal around Nino 3.4. Now, around Nino 4, we're still above normal. This is where you're seeing your convection firing up, which enhances your subtropical jet stream. So you're getting hints of pattern changes moving towards a La Nina state, but you still have influences from El Nino, like the enhanced short waves in the subtropical jet stream, for example. Meanwhile, we continue to have our influences in the Atlantic with our positive AMO signal here. Again, this is going to be a bit of a warning sign for the tropics. We have nothing to worry about just yet. But as we move towards the summer, this is going to be an issue that we're going to have to really contend with. And also, this sea surface temperature anomalies here in the northern Atlantic sets up your potential for what we call a negative NAO. So a lot of signals here showing up here in your sea surface temperature arrangement, and also the way that the anomalies are setting up and the gradients associated with them. So a lot of interesting forcing mechanisms going on right now. At home, we have some other interesting factors starting to develop. Now, right now we have a new moon, okay, or we just had one, and that's enhancing your wave heights naturally, your tidal heights. So you normally end up with some minor coastal flooding, but with this persistent easterly wind due to our low pressure system down here, you get this enhancement, especially around high tide as we move towards this evening, for the potential for some moderate to even a little bit of major coastal flooding, maybe down towards southern New Jersey, but certainly some moderate coastal flooding around the Jersey Shore, minor coastal flooding on Long Island and around the Delaware River. So that is not going to be very pleasant to start off our Mother's Day weekend. So we also have, with that easterly wind, overcast cloud cover and showers throughout the region as the dry air that has been hindering our rainfall for much of this week has pretty much dissipated finally. And now we have waves of showers moving through the region with temperatures ranging from the upper 40s to lower 50s for much of the area. And when we take a look at our weather tap, surface map, and radar, you can see there is our low pressure system to the south. Let's reset this real fast. And here is our wave of showers. Now, as this low pressure system is driving towards the coast, it's going to be weakening and the precipitation shield is going to start to break up a bit. But we're going to continue on with cloudy skies today, drizzle, scattered showers, a few showers capable of a brief heavy downpour or two, but certainly a raw start to the Mother's Day weekend. So this, unfortunately, is going to be a theme as we move on through the weekend. Not a washout, but unsettled. So you can see on the visible satellite picture, plenty of cloud cover going all the way back into the Ohio River Valley. We're not going to see much in the way of sunshine around the New York City and Philadelphia metro. Mix of sun and clouds here around Connecticut, but even that's going to start to fill in as we move on through the day with additional showers. On the infrared satellite picture, you can clearly see our strongest lifting is all focused down here to the Gulf Coast and around the southeast with some thunderstorms. Around our neck of the woods, not a lot of strong lifting involved here. So again, the theme here is onshore flow, maritime air mass fighting back against the tropical air mass to our south. That has been the theme for really much of the spring, and I expect it to continue on based on everything that we're seeing right now. On the water vapor satellite picture, here is our trough. Is a slight negative tilt to it. The short waves associated with it. Notice there's a bit of a split here between what we're seeing here with the subtropical jet stream and the enhancement here in the polar jet stream. Again, remember what I said, a lot of competing forces in terms of what's influencing our weather pattern. But if we break this down very simple, we have the negative PDO influence, setting up a persistent trough in the west. You have a negative NAO influence, setting up a persistent trough in the Canadian Maritimes. And the combination of those two leads to a ridge trying to build around the southeast and the Gulf Coast. And as these shortwaves come in, they begin to weaken. So look how robust and impressive this shortwave is back here. By the time it reaches our neck of the woods, it's going to be much weaker. Why is that the case? Well, take a look at what we have here. This is the upper level winds right now. And again, here's our trough in the west. There's our influence of the negative PDO that is playing out here. Notice all of the short waves and little dips and kinks here in our jet stream here. Again, this is all because we're having all these competing forces fighting against each other, trying to be the dominant influence. And because none of them are, you get this chaos with night's divergence and diffluences is setting up down here along the Gulf Coast and the southeast, severe thunderstorms. Because remember, when you're stretching the atmosphere like this, you're allowing rapidly rising air. So that's what we're seeing down here. Meanwhile, up by our neck of the woods, you have this negatively tilted trough. You have a pretty good transport of moisture coming out of this jet stream here. But because of the orientation here, your strongest lifting is already being forced off into New England, and you end up with this scenario with this positively tilted trough of the precipitation rapidly exiting out pretty quickly. This shortwave here is a negatively tilted trough. This trough, well, it's going to be as it dives south, and that's going to enhance the potential for showers for this weekend. So we go with a positively tilted trough, neutral to negative, and then we have another neutral trough here, another trough here, another shortwave here, all heading towards the northern mid-Atlantic. But as they do so, take a look at what's happening to them. As they approach, they steadily weaken. That is the overall theme here. So with this weakening of the shortwaves moving through, it leads to more of a scattered to isolated shower threat with cloudy skies and mix of sun here and there in the afternoon, but no widespread heavy rainfall this weekend. Right now is pretty much the bulk of your steadiest rainfall. And why? Well, the shortwave, this is going to be the strongest shortwave that's going to be moving through. When the shortwave over the northern plains approaches our neck of the woods and shifts into a negative tilt, it's going to weaken and start to open up. So the lifting is going to be so. And then when you take a look at Monday, you see a ridge axis drying conditions. So it looks like generally a dry day on Monday. But moving forward, short wave after short wave, just continuous parade of systems that are going to be moving through. Nothing really strong, but just a lot of nuisance precipitation events. Towards the end of this forecast period, there is signs of maybe a stronger low pressure system, but the ensemble guidance is not really that supportive of this type of intensity. I think it's going to be a little bit further to the north and west, a little bit weaker. But again, when we're 7 to 10 days out, we continuously see these stronger signals. And then once they get under 5 days, they're significantly weaker in reality. Our temperature pattern will remain with a bow between maritime air masses and tropical air masses. For the next 7 days, the maritime air mass pretty much wins this battle here, keeping us on the cool side. But you can see the heat is building to our south and east, south and west, should I say, with our summertime conditions getting ready to push northward once we start to establish our southeast ridge with our La Nina, which I expect in June. As far as moisture, well, again, the bulk of our potential for rainfall is going to be for today. After that, notice we get a lot of waves of moisture and dry air swinging on through this weekend. Not a lot of high-level precipitable water. Your deepest precipitable water value is happening right now, and then it backs off. So what does this tell me? This tells me the showers are going to generally be light. And, of course, the cloud cover. We're going to have some breaks of sun here and there. Saturday morning has a good shot of seeing quite a bit of sunshine. Then clouds back up again. And then Sunday on Mother's Day, cloudy day, but again, mix of sun clouds as you head towards the evening hours. So how does this look like with our forecast? Well, for today, periods of showers are expected. Temperatures will range from the upper 40s to lower 50s throughout the region. Just a cool, damp day. For tomorrow, a little bit better conditions, mix of sun and clouds, a few isolated showers if possible. For the most part, though, a dry day. So if you have outdoor plans, I would do so tomorrow. Look for low temperatures in the lower to mid 40s, high temperatures in the upper 50s to lower 60s. On Sunday, Mother's Day. I hope everyone who enjoys Mother's Day or celebrates Mother's Day will have a great Mother's Day, that's for sure. We can expect scattered showers, cloudy skies, scattered showers, not a washout, but certainly a bit unsettled, with low temperatures ranging from the lower to mid 40s over the northern interior, mid to upper 40s along the coast. High temperatures range from the lower to mid 50s over the interior and along the coast, mid to upper 50s in the Delaware River Valley. On Monday, look for scattered cloud cover with an isolated shower possible in the evening. Look for low temperatures in the lower to mid 40s. High temperatures will range from the upper 50s to mid 60s on Long Island, upper 60s to lower 70s everywhere else. On Tuesday, a cold front will approach with scattered showers expected. Some of those showers could be potentially producing a heavy downpour to lows in the lower to mid 50s. High temperatures will range from the lower to mid 60s over the northern interior, mid to upper 60s along the coast, and upper 60s to lower 70s in the Delaware River Valley. On Wednesday, the low pressure system will exit the region with periods of showers expected, followed by clearing skies towards evening. Look for low temperatures in the lower to mid 50s over the northern interior, upper 50s to lower 60s along the coast. High temperatures range from the mid to upper 60s over the northern interior, lower to mid 70s along the coast. On Thursday, high pressure will take control with scattered cloud cover expected. Look for lows in the lower to mid 40s over the northern interior, upper 40s to lower 50s along the coast. High temperatures in the upper 60s to lower 70s over the interior, lower to mid 70s along the coast. On Friday, scattered cloud cover is expected, with low temperatures in the upper 40s to lower 50s and high temperatures ranging from the upper 60s to lower 70s along the coast and mid to upper 70s everywhere else. That is your forecast discussion for today. Have a wonderful day, and as always, stay safe out there.